This is the Titan Futures 1 point a day challenge. Earning your living executing trades from the comfort of your home seems a lot more cool than most 9 to 5 gigs. Trouble is, if you don't know what you're doing, you can wreck your portfolio. But with our trading instructors, BK, Soto, and Mitchell, you'll learn how to day trade the futures market. Streaming daily, 9 to 11 a.m. Free. This is a free trading education channel. The Titan Futures 1 point a day challenge, where everybody is welcome. Get in the chat, ask us questions, learn. And now your instructors. This is BK, Soto, and Mitchell.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Glad you're here. It's Thursday, October 24th. It's 9 a.m. in the morning, Eastern Time, 8 Central here. I hope everybody's doing well this morning. Got some action happening this morning, and just checking, see how we're doing today. So, sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained here for a second. But if you're checking out my chart here, you can see that the legal disclaimers, we'll get those out of the way. Everything here is for educational purposes, right? So remember that. Any trades we take here are definitely not a recommendation in any way, shape, or form, and should be treated as such. So anything you decide to do would be on your own decision making. But again, this is for educational purposes only. All right, so we got that out of the way. All right, good morning, Alan. Glad to see you here this morning. Awesome. Always a pleasure to see you here. If you're new to the channel, check us out. Read the description below the video there, and you kind of learn about who we are. We want this to be a fun, positive place to learn to talk about trading, learn to trade, anything, all that good stuff. But just a positive environment, and try to create a community of people that are traders, that have a lot of experience and traders that are brand spanking new and want to learn to trade. We try to make this a fun channel and an easy place to come learn and ask questions. So check us out, subscribe, and help to make this channel a little bit better. I'd sure appreciate that. And remember, here we're definitely we're not YouTubers, so still learning all this good stuff and how to market. And we really haven't even started marketing the channel yet. It's all just kind of getting a lot of learning how to do it and getting the bugs worked out. So, but we are traders, and that's what we try to show on the channel here. So anyway, with all that being said, we kind of jump to it. There's 3 of us here, myself, Soto, and Mitchell. Mitchell will not be joining us this morning. I think he's on his way back from China, so he'll not be joining us just yet. But we have Soto. Soto, you there this morning?
Yeah, buddy. Good morning.
There he is. Good morning, Soto. How are you?
Doing well, bud.
Good. All right. So I guess we can kind of jump into some stuff here. Let me do one thing real quick. Let me check some news, make sure we don't have any news coming out. It is Thursday, so it tends to be a news day. So let me check this out and see what we got going on here before I say we don't have anything here. Yeah, we do have a few things here. We have some medium impact stuff. It's already come out. It was at 8:30. We had durable goods and core durable goods. And they're okay, not too far off expectations, so shouldn't see a lot of major jumps from that. We have at 9:45 this morning. We have flash manufacturing PMI. It's a medium. We might see something out of that, but not expecting a whole lot, to be honest. And then let's see what else. That's pretty much all we need to worry about this morning. Don't even need to worry too much about that because they're all medium impact stuff, but we should be able to see that around 9:45. We'll kind of watch for a little bit of that. So, all right, so we got that out of the way. All right, Paul, good morning, man. Hope you're doing well. Thomas, hey, good to see you here as well. Excellent. Hope you guys are all well. So we're just getting started here. So we can kind of start drawing up some zones. Yeah, another great trading day. Absolutely. Have you had any trades yet this morning? Or are you just being very positive for the outlook? I hope that's the case. We want that to be the case. And if you made some trades, that's great too, man. Love to hear about those. So I know Soto's gotten in on one trade this morning already, so we kind of talked through that. So we'll kind of get going there. So, and if you remember, we do have a Discord channel, so if you're interested in that, jump on there. And if you want to post a chart or two, that'd be great as well. So I know Alan's done a great job with doing that. Really appreciate that, his perspective there, and his knowledge and what he's doing there. I really enjoy that, seeing those. So, Alan, thanks for that. All right, so let's get in here and check this out here. So, zone-wise, sort of what do we got going on here? I have an hourly supply drawn on my chart that we're kind of hanging out in right now. Haven't drawn up any 5-minute yet. So LJ, good morning, LJ. So, tell me what you got going on here, man.
Yeah, the only one I got so far is the 705 candle. It's,
yeah, absolutely. I was looking at that. Yeah, right. I'll draw
that's
that.
That's the one I took that trade I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, now we have. I think you can say. What do you think about 845? 845 or.
Yeah, absolutely. 840. Yeah, because you have a natural one at 850 or regular. Demand zone there with a hidden inside of it, so that's definitely a good one there. Yeah, I'll draw that up as well. I'll draw that up for this near-term stuff here. We have a zone up top. It's already been triggered. I'm not going to draw that at this point. It's already been pushed, already been respected at 815 and pushed out of there, so I'm not going to draw it up since it's already been done. Don't want to do things after the fact here, so we'll leave those there. So if anybody's just checking out these blue, just so I can make sure I clarify, the orange zones you see on my chart are from the hourly time frame. The blue zone boxes are all intraday 5-minute zones. Okay, so you can kind of, if you see the blue and you know that's a 5-minute, if you see the orange, you know that's an hourly. All right, just kind of help you out there. So okay, so those are two good zones there you got drawn. Are you looking to take a long trade out of here if it comes back into our zone right there?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Like you said, we have to kind of watch price action.
Yeah.
Break up. I was reading the comment there by Thomas.
What's that? Let me see here. So yeah, I wake up for the European Open every day. All right, cool. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I like the European Open. So he gets up early, man. He's getting up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I like it. So the blue blue is 5-minute. Yep, blue is 5-minute. Yellow is 1 hour. That's correct. Yep. Can you text the hourly hidden zone candle time frame so I can match up? Yeah, sure. Let me get that here real quick. Let me see here. Where are you at? I'll actually put it on my chart here just for a second so you guys can see it as well. But the hourly is actually from yesterday. Alan at 1400. You'll see that, and you'll see it on my chart now, moving it into the YouTube. You'll see that it's at the 1400 candle from yesterday's price action. So you can see we're kind of into that area, kind of bouncing. We have a VPOC from that day as well at 1175. So that's the reason we had that rejection this morning, I believe, at 4 o'clock. Was out of that. But that's the hidden zone I have drawn up on the hourly at this point in time. So there you go. So let me go ahead and throw that in the box, I guess. Let me do that for you. There you go, Alan. 1400 candle from 1022, the 1 hour zone. That's the big yellow one you see on my chart there. All right. So yeah, I'd love to see where your fibs line up, man. I'd appreciate that. That'd be cool. So Thomas, I guess you trade a lot of since you get up at the European Open, you trade a lot of currency, right? Forex, and I'm assuming, is that correct? Oh, that's good. It's not that big. Oh, I appreciate that. Well, thank you. I'm glad it's not that bad then. That's good. That makes me feel better. You're the first one to tell me that, so I appreciate it. I was always thinking it's like 10, 15, 20 seconds behind, 30 seconds behind, so that's good. That's good. All right, so let's look here. All right, so we're kind of taking off to the long side here. We got the zone here, like I said, it's kind of been respected already. I'm not going to redraw it for any kind of trades out of it, but it is right here at 8:15. About 15 seconds behind. Okay, that's not too bad, but still not as. I'd like to find a way to make it better than that. But thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right.
Better stay hydrated, I guess. Here.
Yeah, my water. Sorry about that. Yeah, man, I'm trying to stay hydrated here.
I'm a professional YouTuber ever.
I told you I'm not a YouTuber, man.
See, I even took lessons on what to do on YouTube.
Did you? Well, then you need to tell me those because I don't know them for sure.
Okay.
All right. So let's see here.
You know, can't really do anything right now based on the close of that last candle there.
Yeah, I kind of got that push up on that 9-10 candle he's talking about there, so we kind of need to. Yeah, got that. So Alan said, yeah, excellent, thanks. I found myself and possibly others wondering where the hourly range originated. Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I appreciate you letting me know that. I'll try to make a note to start identifying that every time I have an hourly zone on there. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Like I said, I've done this for so long, I just tend to forget to some of the small details. So please just call me out on that. Please tell me, hey, idiot, that you need to give me that identification of where that's at. And I'm okay with that, man, because I just tend to forget stuff. So I appreciate it. So 50% sitting at 308. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's the bottom of that zone. So nice. All right. So he's got a zone there, and so we'll watch that. We definitely got a lot of price action right there around that 308. A lot of sideways action. We got some zones, actually a couple zones there as well. They're just a little bit lower than what we have marked here, so I don't have them on there yet. But that's good to know that fib's sitting around there. So we'll kind of watch for that price action. If it wants to kind of get down in there, we could possibly look for a little bounce out of that thing. So we'll definitely watch that. So appreciate that. All right, so we're just hanging out watching right now. A little slow, but not too bad, not too bad. All right, had some good trades this morning between that 6 and 8 o'clock hour. For this method, is those zones I'm telling you, that trade sets up pretty nice. So I hope Paul gets that. I know he's there in the morning. Paul, do you ever get any of those trades in the morning between 6 and 8? That kind of set up really nice for you on this method. I know you're there early, so I didn't know if you got them. And you've been doing this for a little while, so I know Thomas is up. If he's up at the European Open, he's up a lot earlier than all of us. So, but he's trading his own method, I'm sure. So. Awesome. Awesome. Another great day, like Thomas said, another great day. It's Thursday. We're all very happy to be here. Good Lord's blessed us once more for a day of being awake, which is awesome, which I'm very thankful for. So try to make the best of it.
Especially at your age, I imagine that every day is a miracle.
Hey man, every day is a miracle. I don't care how old I am, man. Every day is. You make it sound like I'm ancient, man. What's up, dude? Well, how does it feel to get beat by an old guy when you get to play football? I mean, if you're gonna go ahead and throw my age in there, might as well understand that you're losing to an old man.
Well, you're a veteran, so you know.
Missed Paul said he missed it today, but usually do get an early point. Yeah, cool. Okay, yeah. Yeah, come on, man. I ain't that much older. How
Yeah.
old are you, Soto? I know
I'm
you're
30,
35 or
30,
32?
33.
33. Oh, okay. Yeah, you still a young buck, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You still trying to
33,
figure
but
out
I
life, man.
look 55. So,
That's all them long hours in the hospital that you had to put
yeah.
in, apparently. All them
Yeah.
clinicals, or whatever you call them,
Yeah.
rotations or whatever.
Rotation. Yeah. But
To
yeah.
making you old, man.
That's old man over here. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting old, man. I tell you, I feel like it. I feel it. I'm not gonna lie. Which is bad. That's the reason I'm trying to get in shape. I feel it.
Yeah.
46 years old. Feeling
Hmm.
it. Feeling it.
I think your kids, I bet they keep you young, moving a
Oh yeah,
lot.
yeah, they do. They especially yeah. I mean, Robbie is, he's definitely into full-time high school sports at this point. So we still play some here and there. We'll play basketball because he's getting out of football, But football's about to be over in the next couple of weeks. But so we'll play some basketball. He likes to do that out here in the yard, and that But Max every day. As soon
Every
as he
day.
walks in, man, he carries his football in his backpack and all his baseball gloves and all that kind of stuff. So as soon as he gets home, I'm out the door playing catch with him. I mean, immediately, which is good. Which
Uh,
I'm very thankful for that I get to enjoy that. So
that's good. Yeah. That's cool. I wish. I hope my little nephew is like that. So he seems to like sports. So hopefully that's the case.
yeah, I was gonna say he's so far so good, huh? He's on a
So
good
far,
old
so good.
track.
Yeah. He'll do anything you tell him. He's like, "Hey, dive for the pie." He just goes right back on his face on the ground. It's great.
Yeah, that's a fun age, man. He's 2 years old, right?
Yeah, he just turned 2. That's right.
Yeah, that's a fun age, man. So yeah, yeah, very cool.
So I'm looking at this. I know you didn't draw the Sono because it's been triggered multiple times already, and it's
Yeah,
still being respected there at the 815.
yeah, I'll draw it for you because I know you're gonna
Um,
say something about it.
no, no, no. I was just saying it's still being respected,
Yeah,
but no,
and it
it's
is.
too
Yeah,
risky. Like you
yeah.
said, it's a little too risky to trade out of it. Unless, do you see any new orders there?
Let me pull up
A
and
lot of
see here.
buyers or
Yeah,
sellers.
let me pull up and see at that area. Only thing I really got in that area right now is I got some buyers at 312.25, but more sellers actually at 312 and a quarter. So, but there is some BPOX. There's some big buyers at 312. I mean, big sellers at 312. So there's actually a bunch of buyers and sellers all over this area, and that's the reason I just don't know which way it's going to go. Because they're all kind of spread out.
Right.
With it being triggered and respected a couple times already. I'm getting to that third and fourth time of entering into that area. I just rather lay back and wait for something that's not been touched yet and used. If that makes sense. It's a little more predictable than we get a fresh zone that's triggered versus one that's been triggered 4, 5, 6 times. So I'll hold off on that. I drew it for you and for the channel, but definitely we didn't take any trades out of there. That's all after the fact. We saw it, but just didn't take trades out of it because it had been triggered so many times. Been respected nicely, but just not tradable at this point for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what Soto's referring to there. There's a little hesitation and rejection we're getting. Price is kind of at a standstill right at the moment.
Yeah.
So with that, hope that's
Yeah.
not my internet. Hope that's not my internet. I hope yours that way
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it's the same.
I mean, I'm not getting any orders on my order flow. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Slow.
Yeah, it's kind of slow this morning. Okay, cool. No worries. No worries. We got about 11 minutes to the open, so we'll just be patient and we'll see if we can come across anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Awesome.
So Metro should be on the plane flying over the other motherland, Russia, I believe.
Yeah, probably right over now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you should have a good flight.
I sure don't envy that 15 and a half hour flight, man. I've done that a few times in my day, and that's just No, I like we talked about. I did it one time in economy, and I realized that was it. No more.
Yeah, you cannot, you literally cannot do the economy. Like,
So-
you should just never go anywhere if that's the
yeah.
only thing you can afford because you're a big boy. You're tall. Not calling you big in weight, but you're a tall guy.
I'm not
You're
tall,
like,
man.
well, I mean, you're like built
Maybe
like,
compared to you.
yeah. Well, okay. First of all, I'm tall for my people. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Your Costa Rican brethren.
Yeah, for my
Yeah.
people, I'm above average. But yeah, but you are technically tall because if you're over 5'9", that's the average height.
Yeah.
You're considered tall. So boom.
Okay. Well, cool. Then I'm tall.
You have wide shoulders, and
Yeah.
you
I'm
got to
big
stretch
framed.
out.
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely kind of got that linebacker frame. I guess you could say I've got wide shoulders. I'm pretty thick, but I'm a little heavy right now. Yes, we can go ahead and admit that.
Yeah. So
But yeah, it's tight getting into that. It's not even so much a leg room because, like I said, I'm only about 6 foot, but it's not even the knees. It's more of the width for me, because my
yeah,
shoulders are very wide. I'm just a big dude, and it's kind of like I'm squeezed in those little economies, man. So
yeah,
I like I said, did that one time, won't do it again. So,
yeah, yeah.
anyway, so Alan says market's in the wedge at a double top. So all right. Yeah, I see what he's saying there. It is wedging. So we'll kind of wait and see what happens. But it is a little wedging right here.
That's kind of cool. They went to the very top of that zone.
Yeah, it's gonna have to break out of that zone to kind of bust the wedge that Alan's referring to here. So.
Yep. And if that's the case, we're gonna have a good trading here. I think at the 920, 915 candle there.
Yeah, it's created a nice little opportunity at the for a hidden zone there. Yep, 915, 920. I like price to break out of this area though, and if it wants to break, I'd like to see some close out of this area. I don't want to just see a wick, I want to see a close out of it and show some commitment with some buyers there, and then that price come back into that area for sure. That'd be a good look. Yeah, awesome. Volume's increasing, prices increasing. That's good. There's the break. Let's see if it can hold through it. Got 2.5 minutes left in this candle, so let's see if it can hold through that break there.
By the way,
yeah.
How annoying is the fact that I jumped on that trade at 840 at 9.75, and I would have been still in this trade right here, but I got out of it.
Yeah.
I only took a one. Oh, let me see. I took one tick. It was half a tick. I mean, half a point, and I got out, so it gave me a take profit. And
right.
I just got out because it took too long to go my way, and man.
That'd have been a nice little run, about 4 or 5 points there, or a little about 4 points, I guess, somewhere around there. That'd been a nice little ride for sure.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, that's all right. So let's see what the price wants to do here. It's kind of giving that classic wick through the break here. So let's see if it wants to. Got about 1.5 minutes left of that candle there. Let's see if it can kind of not just wick out, but get some close out of this area here to the long side. Then I could activate that zone for us.
So I made coffee this morning.
Did you?
Yeah. So here's the problem. Remember back in the day where I made coffee and I had to reheat it every 3 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm back to that now. So I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. My wife right there. That's what she does. She drinks about 2 or 3 sips of it, gets busy, and it gets cold, and she has to go back in and put it in the microwave, reheat it. That's funny. I don't do the coffee thing, man, so I don't have to worry about it. All right, some prices. The volume's increasing, which is good. So see if we can bust out of this area, see if it wants to get some strength. So let's check out some order flow and see if we're getting any kind of commitment. And we got some commitment at 1250. It wants to push out of here. 12 and a quarter. VPOC's moving up higher. That's good. Yeah, so we'll see if we can get this commitment to the upside here. It closed below this zone, this wedge, but let's see if it can gain some strength, some reinforce some strength here. Let's see. All right, guys, just being patient. Not a lot for me yet, at least with our method, not a whole lot yet. I am gonna remark this zone down here to make it active. I'm gonna make an adjustment on my chart here to this new zone at 915 and both 920. So I'm gonna make those adjustments there. Possibly could trade out of that. I'd rather have had a little bit better commitment out of that 925 candle to the long side. Versus it wicking like that. I'd like to have seen it close out of there for me to really feel good about a trade coming back into this area. So I'll definitely have to watch it. You know, we do have a lot of buyers at 1250. That's right above our zone there. There is another zone right here at 9 o'clock. It's a little bit bigger, but I like narrowing our zones as much as possible to give us, since we use that 1 point stop there, I like to get a little bit tighter if I can. So we'll have this active zone here at 915 and 920 to the long side. Like I said, I like to see a little bit more commitment right now before I look to trade that this close to the open as well. There's only 3.5 minutes left till the open. So we'll just kind of be patient here and check it out and watch. Alan says, I got in along at 310 as well. Back in long at 311 and a quarter. Bullish flag or break. Okay. Got in a little bullish flag break at 11 and a quarter. Nice. Okay. All right. Nice. So he's in there. My Grammarly keeps auto-correcting my texts. No problem. I might need to get that, actually. Use that Grammarly. You like that pretty well? I can definitely use that. But
yeah, I use that quite a bit myself. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. I don't use it right now, but I did. It was amazing.
Yeah, I can definitely use it. All right, so Alan's in at 310. So he got in at 310, and he's back in at 11 and a quarter based on a bullish flag break. So that's cool. So he's in good here. So hopefully price will open it up and take off. Kind of back in the zone now here, so let's take a look and see. I don't know if you heard me. I'm not real comfortable with the zone right now, even though we're getting some buyers back in there. Right here at 3 and a quarter. I mean at 12 and a quarter, as well as 1250 again. Buyers coming in, but I'd like to see that get a little close. I'd just like to see it close a little better out of that prior to the open. So I'm not going to trade this. I hope it takes off right here for Alan. I think he's in this trade, so I hope it takes off good for him. But I just don't like the commitment yet for our method to trade out of this zone. 925, I'd like to see a better close. So we'll just be patient and hang out and watch and wait for the open here in about a minute and a 15, and then hit 1 point, wait on a second point, stop it. Nice. Attaboy, Alan. Very nice. I like it.
Yeah, I posted my little one tick made this morning.
Yeah, one tick trade entry.
Yeah, I'm trying to post.
Yeah, that's good. I like that you posting all your trades like that. That's good.
Little trades there, so
everybody can see y'all's, not just mine. That's good. There we go. Nice push there. Hopefully Alan got that point. So second point there. We got in 11 and a quarter. Oh no, he's not there yet. Well, yeah, it should be there. Well, he's right there at the top. He needs to push through that, I imagine. Because the second point would be 13 and a quarter, it looks like. So we'd love to see that second one push through. So Alan said he appreciates the post, Soto.
Yeah.
There he goes. Nice punch through
Yeah,
there.
buddy.
Nice job. Nice punch. There you go. There. So we're right there at the open. There's a good punch through there. So hopefully Alan got a second point there. That was great. That's great. All right, this is kind of commitment I like to see right here. We've got some movement here. We've got some buyers coming in. Obviously at the open, we're going to see that. Nothing, no big buyers yet, but we got buyers coming in at the open nicely. So that activates that zone pretty nice.
Yeah, look at this.
So we'll have to be patient and wait on it. It hurts. What hurts about it?
No, that I got out of the.
Oh, it's like, what are you hurting for, man?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a nice run for you.
Yeah, just so
That's
I can
all right.
explain my tick there. So I got in at 9.75, got out with one tick profit because it was just taking too long, and and there was a lot of resistance there. So I just decided, manage my trade and got out.
Yeah.
And just got to take a profit out, but obviously, if I would have stayed in, it would have been a nice little ride. But that's all right.
Yeah, that's all right, man. You managed your trade. That's the kicker here, dude, is that you felt like it was the right thing to do, was to manage it, and you managed it. And yeah, sometimes they're going to go for us, but sometimes they're going to go against us, and managing the trade is very important, So you did good, man. Don't kick yourself over that. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. If you had reasons to get out and you got out because of good reasons, then you did the right thing. All right, this is a big rejection wick up here. Let's see. Am I missing something on the hourly time frame somewhere? Let me check and see, because I know this is coming back into our zone, but I just I'm not going to trade it. Yeah, I'm not going to trade it yet. Let me see if I'm missing some. Yeah, some good rejection on the hourly. I see it now. I think I see it. Yeah, we had a zone all going up to 17 and a half. A good zone there. It's been rejected out. It's being rejected out of that zone. It's just we don't have it drawn. Let me go ahead and mark it up. All right, I'll at least mark that up, even though we're well behind on it. But I'm not going to trade out of it, obviously, at this point until I get a new opportunity. Yeah, out, second target, trail at 2 points. Nice, Alan. Good job, Alan. Very nice. Very nice. Alright. Looks like they respected that 9-10 zone pretty good. Guys, just being patient here, watching. Got the open here, which is the big candle here. So we'll just kind of watch that wiki on both sides here. So let's watch and see how this candle wants to commit, and just be patient and see what we get. Let's just be patient. Alright, so let's check out this zone we have here. We got this price coming into the zone right here. Let me see here. Where do I have commitment on this zone? Where would I have commitment on this zone here? Potentially at 50 maybe. Mm.
Mm.
25. 3, no,
Nice. Hey, Alan, I posted the explanation the best I could. So if you got any questions, let me know on the Discord. But yeah, on that trade, I was using the 705 candle. Has a hidden zone, and at the time I used it as a demand zone. And now it's bouncing off. We got price here to bounce off the double bottom here at 845. Little hidden zone, and I guess you could use both, right? The 850 or 845. I'm using the 845.
Yeah.
And I'm playing two markets this morning. BK, I'm doing the MES.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mike Echo Sierra.
Yeah. I got you.
That's my fish.
Appreciate that.
No problem.
All right, we're into this zone here. You got anything?
I'm not going to trade here. I think they're
I'm
going to go a
thinking
little
this
deeper
bottom.
down.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing. I was going to go to this bottom zone down here.
Yeah, I'm going to go to my 705 candle, the one I originally got in. I'm going to go there probably 9 flat right now.
Yeah, 9 flat. Yeah, I like 9 flat. I like 875 as well, right at the bottom. I'm gonna go to 8 3/4 right here.
Order pending.
I like that. I mean, it's bouncing nice off that zone right now, but we'll kind of just watch it here and let it get a little deeper, let price action present itself and show its hand a little bit. And then, but I like that down there at 8 3/4. I think Alan also said there's kind of a fib down in there somewhere. So that's cool to watch. But
you're going right to the bottom of that zone, right?
Yeah, I'm going right to the bottom of it. Yeah, at 8 3/4. Yep.
Okay.
That's at the bottom of that hourly zone as well.
Okay.
So it's been triggered a lot. You know, it's been a lot of price has been the supply has been pushed down quite a bit through there. So I would look to see if volume stays low. Price is on sideways action right there. There's some buyers in this zone at 705 that we created. So I just like to be a little conservative on this one and get a little deeper for us if it wants to get there. It's making a nice little bounce right here, so we'll kind of watch for it. There's quite a few zones in this area, you know, so I gotta kind of watch through that. There's quite a few zones there. That should be a good one. I mean, it's bouncing off right off the top of it, which is good, but I'd like to see it get a little deeper for us. Actually, I think a great entry is probably right at 9. You're at 9 even, you said?
I was. I moved it down to 875.
Yeah, because I actually think 9 even's pretty good. So, but we'll see if it can bounce on us and give us one tick and give us a good little bounce here. So we'll be patient and wait.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have another zone right below that. I mean, we got several, but we got one here at 530.
Yeah.
But I think we got actually something in between. So, like you said, it's kind of over the place.
There's a lot of opportunity right there. So I'm comfortable going in at the 8 3/4 there because there's some buyers there. It's bouncing off 9 right now. So I'd like to see this go a little bit lower before I get we'll see if we can catch a little bounce out of it. But I like it. I just have to be careful that we don't get a flash move here. So we'll be patient and see this here. We're bouncing off of that 8 3/4, so I don't think it didn't pick me up. I don't know if you got picked up or not, but obviously I'm not first in line there. So now I gotta get picked up on that touch. I'm gonna have to push through it a tick to get it. So we'll see. Volume is lower, which is good, but there's you can see there's a lot of action going on in this candle right here. So let's see if we can watch this order flow here and see what it wants to say. Not a lot of buyers coming in right here. So we do have buyers at the bottom, but they're not coming in just yet. A lot of sellers up here at 11.5. That's for sure. Man, a lot of sellers at 11.5 up there. We'll try to get into a buy here if we can, and then catch a little bit of bounce up to that area.
So now I remember why I haven't drank coffee in a while in the morning.
Oh yeah.
I have to keep cleaning up in 4 minutes.
Hey, I'm gonna remove my order here.
Order
Alright.
canceled.
I don't like. I don't think it's. I don't like it. I think it's gonna go a little bit lower than what I had on here. We'll see. It could bounce nicely off of here, and that's okay. I'm willing to miss it. I do have big orders. Buyers come right in at 309, though. That's good. Got some big buyers coming in right now at 309. So that's good. But
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm gonna remove the trade also.
yeah, I'd like that body to be a little smaller coming into our zone. So let me see where else I go here. What other zones do you have drawn below that? I mean, I think here's a good zone at 450 is a good zone.
450.
Yeah. It's a pretty good ways off here, but it's a good zone. Yeah, so price pushed us in here. I don't know. Let's see. If we would have got an 875, yeah, we probably would have got. We probably would have got taken out there. So it's a good move. We moved off of that.
Good.
That's a good zone at 605 even. You know, it's pushing right now. It's respecting right now the 605 zone, which is good.
Okay.
That's why I say there's a lot of zones down here, you know, so we just don't know which one right yet it's going to respect. And that's the hard part about it.
Alright.
But it's respecting the 605 right now.
With volume this low, I may take a trade here around 7.
Yeah.
Just kind of watching volume 7, but also knowing that they can easily go down to the 6 area because there's a good candle there, good zone there.
Yeah. I got the zone drawn as top of it's at 7, so watching that. But right now it's respecting another zone, so it's just a lot of zones right here. So just it's one of those things, you know, it's kind of messy. So I'm not trying. If I'm trying to force something, that's not a good sign. If I have to talk myself into this trade, I don't need to be taking the trade. So
good. Paul made a trade. He made a point. Sorry, he went in at 8.75.
All right, he went in where we had it set. Okay, yeah, he went in and got his point. Okay, nice.
Paul.
Good job, Paul. How did he get his point there? Dang.
Has no sense of fear.
Yeah, good job, Paul.
He is. That's the guy you want to take hunting with you. He would just go get the lion.
You go straight for the lion.
He would just go. We're hunting deer, Paul. He just gets the lion.
I like it, man. I like it.
Love Paul. Good guy.
Yeah. Good guy.
Let's see here.
Yeah. We got one at 775. We got the top at 775 of that zone here as well at 530. But I'd like it to get a little deeper.
Batman. Paul says I'm Batman. That's good. Yeah.
Huh. That's cool. I like to have Batman. I like Batman. So it's good to have Batman around. All right. Let's see here.
That's it. I put a trade in at 7.75.
Yeah.
Okay, just kind of watching price. Volume is decreasing.
Yeah.
So
Starting to get more rejection wicks, which is good. So it was a good move. We pulled our trade, I think.
very good. Very good. Yes.
Price is just still not ready to slow down completely. It was still slowing down some because the rejections we're getting, the bodies are getting a little smaller, but I'd like to see this one close kind of in this kind of an area with a little bit of a rejection wick, and that gives me an idea from price action standpoint we're coming down a little bit deeper. Hopefully. A lot of big buyers at 8.25, so kind of see if they want to push through that, which we expect because of that. Let's just look to the left for price action. A lot of sideways, a lot of wicks there to the upside, right? So you expect some bounce through that area, but I just like to see it a little lower here personally. So we'll be patient. That's the name of the game for us on this in this present situation. I know Alan and a couple of other guys have already made some really good points here and had done very well. So good job to you guys there. Very nice job. All right, well, now we got this doji right here. We got to kind of watch. We want to look for a trade to the downside. Since it pushed right through that zone at 845, we need to look to see if this is going to be an area of resistance now to the downside.
Yeah, I got a trade in here at 10.5.
That's perfect. Yeah, I think that's a perfect trade, man. I was looking to get into that and I didn't. I think that's a great trade.
Yeah, I didn't get picked up. I just haven't.
Okay. Well,
Sorry, I put a trade there, but it didn't pick me up. It bought me.
We also have a lot of sellers at 1150. Remember too. So, but I think that 10.5 was really good. The VPOX there out of this zone right here. I think that was a good trade. But it didn't. You say you did get picked up though, right?
Right. I did not. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No worries.
Yeah. It comes down to us. I think I'm going to put a trade in around 7.5.
Okay. Yep. I can see that. I can see front running this at 7.25. This zone down here. I can see front running that zone at 7 even. So I think I'll go ahead and put an order there. I like that.
Order
I like it 7.25. So with volume decreasing like it is, not too worried about putting an order in right now. I'll watch it and then look to see if as price gets down there, we're watching price action, order flow, all that good stuff here, and we'll just kind of see if it wants to give us an opportunity here. So we'll watch it and see. It's got to push through a lot of buyers though at 308.25 and 308.5. There's a lot of buyers there that they need to get pushed through.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We will see.
Your what's your zone you looking at there at the bottom? What time?
450.
450.
That's on a 5 minute. It's not an hourly.
Right.
So let me pull up an hourly real quick.
Oh, okay. You doing 450? All right. I drew the 435.
You got the 435. Okay.
Yeah, it just it overlaps with yours, but it's smaller. But yours is a good one because I think that's actually going to be probably better.
Here's a hourly. Look at that. Here's another hourly here. I'm drawing an hourly at. Dang, it's bouncing off this fib right here that Alan was talking about. So I might move it up at 7.
Order
I'm in right now, so I'm in. I couldn't move it in time, which is actually a good thing, I guess. So I'm out.
Yep, I'm out too.
It's bouncing, gonna bounce a little bit lower. It looks like. I'm in here trying to do some stuff.
Let's see.
No worries. Yeah, I think it's gonna bounce off of that, but
Lost.
What's that?
Yeah, no, I got picked up on the trade and I lost there.
Yeah, me too. I took the loss. Yep. No worries.
Yep.
No worries. It's bouncing nice. We were just off one tick and wanted to go a little deeper.
One tick.
Yeah,
yep.
Look at that. Right at my ass reaction. It took me out right at it. Right at my stop.
Right,
Took me out.
Right at the stop. Yep.
That's all right, man. No worries. We'll look to watch this area again when it wants to come back in. But it is respecting this hourly zone here at 2000 at this morning at 2000 hours on the hourly chart. I'm just a little late drawing that up. I missed that. So that's what it's respecting there. No worries, man. So to get in that trade there.
So this is the first trade of the day with the official full point, and we lost it. So
okay, cool.
We'll go down
Thank
to
you.
law.
Yeah, absolutely. So make sure you picture that for me.
What's it? First.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another trade here at 6.5.
Order pending.
If it wants to get there. We just have a lot of big buyers in this zone right here, kind of what rejected price. So I want to see if it's either going to push through here and take me out again, or it's going to get me in and bounce. One of the two, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it right there and see if it can take me in. Probably should have got one above it, really, but.
All right, I'm in the trade.
Order filled.
Yeah, I'm in now. All right.
Yep.
All right, come on, go on up there.
Come on.
Commit to
We went
it.
up to 75, but
Yeah.
let's see.
Got some big.
Target.
All right, we're in. Made it. Target. Oh, I love
Stop
it, man.
filled.
Oh, I got taken back out my ticket.
Yeah, I got taken out on the rest.
That's all right. That's all right. I got a little balance there. I got a little bit of it back. Oh, that's funny. Oh man, I wasn't expecting that. It got me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so this is a pretty good move as we're looking at it, right? It's a pretty good move to the downside here, so we'll kind of watch to see, make sure we're not just totally bumping our heads up against the wall here. Kind of follow, watch that. Definitely respecting that zone still. Good job, man, on posting your charts, dude. You're doing a good job there, man. I like that.
See. That was good. We took only one tick of heat on that one.
Yeah.
But it happened quick. We got our point and they took us out of the take profit.
Yeah. Got one in the point. That's all right. So
Yeah.
still down net, 3 ticks.
Yeah.
So I got to watch.
Yep, same here.
All right, we're pushing through there. So let's see. Early time right there. Dang, here's another one. Shoot, we got a bunch of hourly zones here I could draw up. Dang. This one actually I think is pretty strong. Really strong. I'll draw another hourly chart zone here. We're pushing into that. From the hourly time frame, it's another good zone there. It's probably a good trade right here. It's probably a good trade, to be honest. Right here at 305. 305 and a quarter is probably a good trade right there. 1 o'clock.
I'm in the trade.
Oh, are you? You're in? Wow, you didn't mess around, did you?
I don't mess around, bro.
All right. Well, you got a good demand candle even on the hourly chart at 2 o'clock yet this morning. Gave a really good demand candle. So, so you're in, you're out. Where'd you get in at?
Still in at hold on a second.
5 even, 5 and a quarter.
Five and a quarter.
Yeah. Okay. You're nice. Good job. Yeah. Good job.
It's gone to 75 twice, not giving it to me yet.
Yeah, but I think you're all right.
3.
I think you're all right there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, looking good. Yeah, I went up to 75 like 4 times. Gotta go deeper now. And E. No, looking good.
Yeah. I hate to keep drawing these zones, but I mean, this is a thing. I hate to keep drawing them, but man, there's zones all the way down here. Even on the hourly chart, I gotta look at it. The 2 o'clock is a traditional zone. It was busted by one tick from some open stuff, so I'm not really worried about that. But there's some strength at 45, 4 1/4.
All right. I got taken out. Lost.
You're out. Okay.
Yeah, it went up to 75 like 4 or 5 times. Never got to the thing there. Couldn't get enough rejection. They're going down, bro.
Yeah, I mean it's moving strong, so we're kind of in the way of a moving train at the moment. So this is the bottom of that 2 o'clock hourly. This at the bottom. I think I might bust through that a little bit more. I think there's a good rejection right here though at 302.5 if it wants to push through that. Kind of 302 and 302 and even is the yesterday's value area high, so it could be a trade bounce off of that coming. So we've got to watch that. Okay, but yeah, this is a lot of movement to the downside here. We're kind of busting some of these zones. Well, we want to keep the zones drawn up just because as they bust through them, and they with any kind of real commitment, they can become where the demand zones now, they can become supply zones, you know, and retrace back into them. So that's the reason I haven't removed any of them yet. So you see a lot of orange on my chart, and it's all from hourly zones. So we just have to see if we're going to get some demand to a bounce to the downside on some of those. All right, so you've been bounced out twice, Soto?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Early demand zone at 1 a.m. this morning. You wrote that.
Yeah, I wrote that. It was the 1 a.m.
Like,
I wrote it a little while ago while we were watching, but there's one at 2 o'clock, which is the bottom, the one I've got drawn. That's been busted a little bit. It's the 2 o'clock one. So a nice bounce at 302.50, which we kind of expected.
This one. Lost. Okay, 2-1.
Yeah, that's a good bounce there. All right, guys, just looking, checking out some order flow and all that kind of stuff, looking to see where I want to get back in. If I want to get into the short side now, where would that be at? So just kind of taking a few minutes to watch that, try to figure that out. Right here at 306, 305.75 to 306, a lot of sellers there. So if price wants to retrace, it could use that old demand zone we had drawn up and turn it into a supply. So we'll just kind of watch. But there's actually big sellers all the way up from there at 307.5. So kind of watch this here. Soto, you okay, man?
Yeah, I'm just notating
Oh yeah, okay.
the
Gotcha.
stuff here.
Gotcha, okay. Making sure you're alright now. Don't go do anything
Oh yeah.
crazy.
No, I'm just notating.
Just notating. Just a notating.
Yeah, that's why I'm muted because I type kind of loud.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, yeah. Appreciate it. Mm-mm-mm. Alright. What are we doing here? Got a zone drawn up here. It's pretty good, but I'm liking might end up pushing the trade here pretty quick right up into this 575. Look for a short opportunity here. A lot of sellers right there at 575. Got a VPOC up there at 675. So might want to get in between that maybe. If price even gets that high, because there's a lot of sellers at 475, which is pushing down from right there. So might not even make it that high. Still heavy to the downside here. Yep, still wants to push pretty strong to the downside, obviously. So we'll let that push and see what's the opportunity. Anywhere is another opportunity. At this point, we definitely need to watch for short trades. Unless we get a really good opportunity for a zone to the upside here, I'm definitely going to be cautious now and kind of watch for getting on the short train here. Yeah, we're definitely pushing strong to the downside. Man, we have a good. I'm going to draw this up. I'll draw another demand zone on the hourly time frame. This is a traditional demand zone. It's not a hidden one. Here at 1500 from yesterday. That's a good demand zone in an hourly. Let me go ahead and type that in the chat here. So it's an hourly demand zone of the 1500. We'll watch that. If price wants to get out there, we'll look for a bounce inside that. Actually encompasses yesterday's price actions, VPOC as well. So we'll kind of keep that on the chart to look at. If it wants to get down into that VPOC at 95.50, then we'll look for a bounce for that for sure. But definitely on the short side right now, definitely on the short train, so we'll kind of watch for those retracements and opportunities to get into the short run here. A lot of big sellers all through these candles here, really pushing to the downside, so we'll watch that. All right. Let's see, what do I got in this area here? Yeah, a lot of buyers in this area here for sure. Lots of buyers. Got a lot of buyers right here at the top side of the zone. That could definitely be used, and as well as we got buyers deeper in the zone here. Some demand over here, demand over this candle's got a lot of demand in it right here. I got a lot of buyers in this area right here. A lot of buyers right here that's bouncing off of right here. The zone right here, it's bouncing on a 5-minute, pretty strong. So a lot of buyers in that zone right there.
Yeah, I have the zone from quarter to 99. Is that the same one you have?
No, I got a zone. I haven't drawn it yet. You talking about hourly on 5-minute? What are you
5
referring
minutes.
to? Yeah, for
5 minutes.
a 5-minute, I have a 1545 from yesterday. It's bouncing off of now. There's a lot of buyers in that, and the high of that on my chart is at 3,000 and a quarter.
Yep.
Down to
299.
excuse me, 299. Yeah, that's the one you've got there.
Yep.
Yeah, so a lot of bounce out of that. Did you take the trade out of that?
No, I can't. The volume was just a little too high.
Yeah, volume was way high. Yeah, so yeah, but that's where they're bouncing out of right now. So because of that, though, I got to look for a trade to the downside, right? So I'm gonna start looking for trade down here in this area.
3.25.
Yeah, around 3.25. I gotta look for a trade. Let me see if I can see some sellers. So yeah, I mean there's some sellers at 302 3/4 that could reject pretty easily. Got sellers at 303 3/4. That's probably where I would like to go into my first move out of that is 3 3/4. You got some big sellers there as well as a VPOC. So I'll probably put a short in right there. I'll go ahead and put that in there now.
Order pending.
3 3/4 to a short side if it wants to get back up into there. A lot of sellers, a lot of support to the upside from sellers there. 3 3/4 to up to 4 4/4. There's a lot of sellers at 4 3/4 there. There's a lot of sellers. So price could technically get a little bit higher. Let's see here. But I think it's going to get good rejection there, right? I think it's going to get good rejection first at 3 3/4. So I'm willing to sit there for a few minutes if it wants to give us that opportunity. So to get back in. So down 3 ticks. So got to be patient and wait for a good trade here.
Yep.
That's the reason I keep these demand zones that have been busted on here. Because they turn into supply zones and vice versa quite often. So we got to wait and see if it wants to come back into that area where there was previous buyers have been turned into sellers. And what that means is these buyers here, if they're holding positions still, price gets back into there, they're trying to exit their positions, which will in turn push the market back down. Okay, that's the philosophy here. So because anytime you become a buyer or a seller, you're instantly become the opposite. So you're trying to get out of positions. So if you become a buyer, you're instantly become a seller because you want to exit that trade for a profit, right? Same way to the opposite side. If you're a seller and price busts through you, then you're trying to get out because of the you're stuck in that position. You're kind of feeling the pain. So when you can get back to kind of that break even or a very small loss, then you'll exit the position. Most people will. So. And that's what you should do. So that's what we're looking at here. That's the reason we keep these demand zones and supply zones on the chart, because that gives us a visual visual representation where people are in pain. So if they've been busted, people are in pain because most people just don't carry tight stops. They don't want to be wrong. So they're just begging for price to get back up into their area, and then they'll exit the trade, and then that continues to push the price. In this instant here would be pushing it back to the short side. So that's usually we keep those zones up there, even though they're busted. Okay, that's the mindset behind those. All right, so I've got a short position in at 303.75. I've price wants to get up there for us. We have a lot of sellers right there. And so looking at for it to bump into that and grab us in and take us to the downside. So that's kind of the mindset here. Knowing full well price could get up a little bit higher into the 304.75. A lot of sellers there as well. So price could absolutely get back up into there, and I have to be okay with that if I'm going to take this trade at 303.75. Okay. So I know what my risks are. I know I'll take a stop if it wants to do that. I'm okay with that because I do think I'm going to get this bounce here. And as price gets a little bit closer, I'll keep an eye on that with the order flow. And we'll kind of make sure that sellers are definitely resupporting their positions to the downside here. So as price is coming into this area, watching order flow, I have a lot of big sellers back in at 3.25. Have some big buyers actually at 301 as well. So definitely got to watch for that. All right. So these are guys that are hurting, right? So let's say like all these buyers right here, there's a bunch of buyers at 4.25. They're hurting. So they kind of got stuck into this position here. So they're going to want to exit these trades when price gets up to there. They want to take that small loss or get out at a break even. And that's kind of what they're thinking here. So if that's the reason you might see this rejection a little bit higher than what I have it, a couple ticks higher, and I'm willing to be okay with that. So that's the mindset, guys. That's the philosophy here on these busted zones. And you start looking for where people are in pain, and we know we got people in pain at 304.25 for sure. A lot of big buyers there at 304.25 are in pain. So we would look for it to get to that area and reject price. Let them cover their positions and sell it off and get our quick bounce out of that. If we can get there. We might not even get there, so we'll see. But I got to order at 303.75, waiting to see. And I'm okay with taking the risk there because they definitely could go a little bit higher to 304.75, which would definitely be a little bit more of the conservative entry here. There's 3004.75 is a little more conservative to the downside entry, but I'm going to take a little bit higher risk trade and get in at 303.75 if it wants to do that for me. All right, so that's the explanation of the thought process. So there you got it. There you have it. What are you humming about, Soto?
Just kind of watching the market here.
Yeah, it should be bounced to the upside right around here. There's a lot of buyers right at 301.
301?
Yeah, and there's buyers coming in at 301.5. So should be a push to the upside, I would assume anyway. But you know what happens when you do that, right? So,
yeah.
Especially in the market, it can really make you look like one very quickly.
Yeah, buddy.
So just talking through what I'm seeing here. Yep. So these buyers have been overrun right now. So they're not holding up at the moment. I actually like this pattern setting up here. If this thing would close in this area right here, we have this bear flag possibly starting up here, and
I was about to say that.
And I would really like my position then at 307, at 303.75 if this thing will set up right here. I really like my position for it to reach to the upside and then break out of that for just 2 seconds, grab orders, and then drop to the downside. That's what I'd like to see happen. And I can kind of envision that happening right now. So I'm going to be patient and keep my order in at 3,375 and see if this little pattern can set up here. Then I'm really going to like my position. So we'll see. We will see. All we can do is talk about potential scenarios and then look and evaluate those as we get information, and then kind of see if those things are going to set up and what the possibilities are. So I would like to see what they're going to do here. Just be patient and watch.
I may take a little trade here to go long.
Okay.
At 99.5.
At 99.5?
Uh-huh.
All right. What's your basis of that?
Well, we're in the zone. So just...
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, we're in the zone. I just don't have it drawn up. Yeah, you're right. We're in that zone. My bad.
All right.
Go ahead and draw the zone up so people can understand why you're taking this trade here if you take it.
Yeah. Volume is going to be about the same as the previous, so see if it gets down there. If it doesn't, no big deal.
Yeah.
Definitely high risk trade, right? Just because it's already been traded twice.
Right. The price is rejecting out of there, so I can understand. Did you take it, or you said 99.5? Okay, yeah. So you're getting deeper.
99.5. I never got to me.
Good. Yeah, you're getting deeper in the zone. There you go.
So I'm gonna remove the trade now.
You probably trade it right here at 3 1/4, and it'll probably bounce up. There's buyers right there.
I'm joking, bro. I'm already there.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's funny you were saying that, and I'm moving my trade as you were saying that. That was classic.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, looks like I missed the boat.
Yeah, it's running.
Let me go back up there.
What do you like to the short side? Have you looked at any of the short side opportunity yet?
Yeah, 375.
Yeah, with me at 303.75.
Yeah.
3,075. Yeah. 3/4. Yeah.
We'll see if it gets there.
Yeah, we'll see. I like it. There's a lot of sellers, kind of making their stand up there at the 303 1/4. I mean, 302 1/4, 302.75. There's some sellers definitely making a stand there. So. That's what I like, though. I like the bull flag. The bear's flag pattern setting up here, though. I like it. So we'll see here. So if you're just now joining us, sure do appreciate it, guys. We're just waiting for this to work out. I've had 2 trades today. The first one was a full stop loss. The second trade got a point and a tick, so down 3 ticks right now net. So we've got to be patient for my next trade here. Just looking for this down trend to continue here, but first to kind of let it retrace a little bit, give it a little breather, and then continue on to the downside here. So I'm waiting for a price to kind of get back up into an area of strong selling, and which is where I got my order at 3,003.75. So I have a good entry there, and if that entry were to get busted, I'll go ahead and tell you I will go back in right at my stop loss, which would be at 3,475. I would go right back in there again to the short side, but that would be the 2 trades I have left on the agenda for me if price were to do that.
So I removed my bottom trade. I moved it down.
You moved it down some? Okay.
I did quite a bit.
That's fine. Yeah. Where'd you move it to?
I'm at the other zone at 95.5.
Yeah, you're down at the very bottom. Yeah. If price gets down to that zone, it's going to bounce pretty good right there at the top of that, because there's a lot of big sellers right there. Buyers right there at 97.75.
You said what price?
97.75. There's a lot in that zone. I have an hourly chart right there. The 1500 candle at the hourly zone. That's a traditional demand zone. Not a hidden demand zone. It's a traditional demand zone, and there's a lot of buyers on the order flow right there at the top of that, all the way through it actually. But the first bite of the apple will be at 9.75, and I think it's going to bounce at 97.75. If price goes on down there, I think it's going to bounce there first. Not to say it won't get deeper, but I think you're going to get. I think we'd get enough of a bounce there to get our point. So I'll put a position there at 97.75, and then watch price action from that point and volume if we go on down there before we go up to take a short to the downside. Okay, so that's kind of explaining my my plan here. But I would like it to go up here first and give us a good rejection to the downside. I'd like it to go up and get our position and then move on to the downside is what I like to see here. 303 is a good 303.75 is a good area for the first rejection. But I do have a feeling the price will get back up into that 304.75, 305 area because we just have a lot of sideways action, a lot of volume there still. But I would like to take this. I still feel like there's going to be a bounce at 3,375. So for me, it's not a recommendation or anything, but for me, I'm liking that trade there. So still. All right. Well, I just want to do things ahead of time so people understand it's not after the fact stuff here.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Let people understand what I'm thinking. That doesn't mean that's going to be what they're thinking. It's just what I'm thinking. And what I'm willing to risk and what I'm willing to do. So.
Be right back, and I heat up the old coffee mug here.
Yeah, you gotta go heat it back up, don't you?
Yeah, I'll be back.
Oh, goodness. Well, how's everybody doing? Everybody's quiet on the chat here, so hope everybody's not lost a lot of points this morning. I know we got some early on. We had some good trades there, so hope everybody's doing well. And chat's kind of quiet, but I see you guys are still in the room, which is good. At least I see the numbers. I can't see who all is still in the room, but I can see a few people are in here, so I appreciate that. But thank you for checking us out. Like I say, we're 1 for 1 this morning. So still, what that means, I'm still net 3 ticks negative. So I took a full stop on my 2 positions, so I got to be patient here. So Paul's watching. Awesome. Thanks, Paul. Well, Paul made some points this morning. That was good. Nice job there, Paulie. Everything going well at work there with the crew? Everybody doing well? All right. Just being patient. Just being patient. Give us an opportunity to the short side. We're bouncing. We're still respecting that zone here on the 5 minute, on that blue zone there. Respecting that, but I'm looking for this price to retrace into our zones above there. And just from a visual standpoint, you can see where obviously price has busted through that, right? So it busted through all those zones there, so you can see why price would kind of come back up and kind of continue to reject out of that. So from a visual standpoint, you see how that could work. And you could probably see why 304 to 3/4 to 306 is a pretty strong area to price to even kind of get back up into that area and reject. But I'm looking for the first rejection at 303.75. So we'll see if we can get that. Same old, same old. All right, that's cool. I guess that's good. Change is no change is not a bad thing, right? So I'm glad everybody's doing well. All right, so let's start watching here. As price wants to try to get a few legs here and see if it wants to get up there for us. All right. Like I said, we're pretty strong right there. Yeah, I wonder if I should front run that 303 actually. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to front run this 303 to 303 and a 3.5, guys. I think I'm going to go 303.5. Looking for the rejection off of that 303.75 for this first bounce. Let's see if I can get it. See if I can get a rejection out of it. A lot of sellers, a lot of buyers coming in, but there's some sellers. They're battling it out right here. So let's see if I can get an opportunity.
All right. Well, where do you move it to?
Just 303.5, 3,003.5. Because at 3,003 to 75, there's a lot of sellers and a VPOC there. So I want to make sure I can get that bounce out of that. But there's a lot of sellers that just came in though right here at right below that at 303 and a quarter. So if it gets a good rejection here, I'm gonna have to push my trade and move it higher up. So I gotta watch and see if it wants to give me the opportunity to one tick in and reject off that 303.75 area. But if it continues to reject off of here pretty good for a little bit, I'm gonna have to move my trade on up into that 304. Looks like I'm gonna have to do that now with that close. So I'm gonna go higher to 304.75 now, guys. And 304.75, which I think is a good opportunity there if price can get us there. Might even go one tick lower than that, actually.
I'm going to take a trade here at 1 1/4.
Okay. To the long side, I'm assuming, right?
To go long, yes.
Yeah. Well, there's some buyers at 301 even, so that's probably not a bad trade. We do have a little zone there. And now while you're doing it right there because of that zone at 1020?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have a problem with that. I think you could get a little bit of a buy action into into a retracement area for this continued down move. Yeah.
If it comes, pick me up, great. Love it, it doesn't.
There you go. I like it. I like it.
Okay, I'm removing that trade.
You're moving it.
Yeah, it's been taken off there without me. Let's see, there's 3. Yeah, that's what happens. You're sitting at 4.75?
Yeah, I'm at 475 right at the moment. Yeah. Yep. 475.
Okay. Guess what I'm eating?
Guess what you're eating? Huh?
It's in a bag. It's in a bag.
I can hear the bag. Yeah, I got that. What are you eating that's in a bag?
And I'm drinking coffee. Big hand. Coffee and...
Some kind of cookies, right?
Yep.
The
Pretty good.
DeVito, whatever, those cookies?
No, that's a pretty good guess. No, I'm eating the Oreo minis.
Oh, little Oreo minis. That's good breakfast. That's good.
Yeah. I know you're a fan of the Oreos.
I do. I like me some Oreos now.
So, they come in this snack sack pack. So it's 8 ounces, so that's better. Because I was eating this other cookies that come in like the mini pack. There's like 4 of like the size of like a dime. So I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work.
That's not gonna cut it, is it?
That's not gonna work. Yeah. No.
I hear you.
Yeah, this is great hunting weather.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing some bow hunting with my boys, and then
Oh, you know, you do a little bow hunting?
I don't. I'm going to get into it, I think.
Oh. Okay. All right.
My boys are kind of interested in that now, and they're talking
That's
about it.
great.
So yeah, I think it's fun, man. So
Man, you need to go with us to Michigan. We're gonna go kill a couple bears up there
are you okay?
with Steven.
Yeah.
So yeah. Steven's like bear hunting Michigan. I think right at the border there of Canada.
Yeah.
So I told Steven it's probably a good idea for us to practice first.
Yeah, probably a great
But
idea.
Yeah. So
That's cool. I didn't know Steven was a hunter.
we are
There's
technically
a lot of hesitation in that answer you're trying to come up with there.
right. Technically, we're not hunters yet.
Oh,
We've
so
always, in
okay.
theory, we always wanted to do it.
I
So,
gotcha.
are you in the trade?
No, I'm not in this trade.
Oh.
No.
Something.
Are you in this trade?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
No,
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
You better figure it out
watching.
quick.
No, because I got a trade down there at 99.5.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
So I was like,
It's pushing, but it's on low volume, but it's pushed right through you.
all right, I'm in the
Remember,
trade.
you're in this trade. Okay.
I'm in the trade.
What'd you get in at?
Let's see what happens. 0.5.
You're in at 0.5. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, not looking good.
Uh-oh. Remember, a lot of buyers down here, 75, 75. Let's see here. What's big sellers? Yeah, a lot of big sellers came in right there. But you do have support buyers coming in at 99 even. But a lot of big sellers still on the left side of that order flow. So let's see. Come on, maybe push on up. You're in at 2.5, right? So
99.5.
well, yeah, I'm sorry, 99.5. Yeah. So bounce, baby, push a little bit more.
Still the same thing as last time. But,
Well, that's your. Oh man, it bumped you once anyway, didn't it?
yeah, it bumped me at 1, but it didn't take me
It's
out.
bumping you right here, huh? There you go. That should have got you right. There you go. There it is. Yeah, good for you.
Thank you, bud.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, here. All right. That took me out on the rest. So.
Good. Yeah, a lot of buyers right here at 97.75. So I would take my first. I would take an entry to the long side at 97.75. So I'm gonna watch that. Good job, man. So that brings you back up. You're still negative, right? But
Yeah, I'm still negative.
Yeah.
Because I had two wins and
yeah.
2 losses.
Yeah.
So still slightly negative because of commissions, but we'll see. But yeah, what I was telling you was, so Steven called me one day and he was like, "Hey man, let's go hunting." I was like, "Hey, all right, let's do it." And so we got our things together, but we didn't bring any guns. And so he's like, "Oh, don't bring any guns." I'm like, "Oh, okay." All right. So I was thinking we're gonna use some like cooler guns or something.
Cool.
Some awesome.
Okay.
So
I remember
yeah,
my
we
order, by the
canceled.
way, so sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah. So we go to this place where we do we hunt hogs
Yeah.
with spears.
Yeah.
With a spear.
Cool.
Yeah, which is a stick.
I know what it is, man. But that's
Yeah.
cool, yeah.
Yeah, you know what's not cool is that unless you're like you gotta overpower the hog, and if you mess up,
That's the last time you mess up, probably. Isn't
That's
it?
right.
Are you You got a scar for you got a permanent reminder why you don't mess up on the hog with
Yeah,
the
so
stick.
that's like, listen, buddy, look, we need to practice on this before we go live, you know?
Yeah, there you go.
So we didn't do it because I love to live.
Yeah, that's
So,
good. That's a good decision.
yeah. But yeah, we're kind of like, and usually I wouldn't mind doing it. It's just I really kind of don't want to die too young.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll be okay at 50. You know, I'll go down to 50. I'm cool with it. But at the time I was 22, so I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. You might want to hold off a little bit. But
yeah.
that's actually when you're young and dumb. You should be doing that stuff. As you get older and have kids. So I don't imagine Steven's going to be gung ho about doing that anymore now that he has kids. He's got to live for.
Yeah, he has something to live for.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of get a little bit more cautious because I was that way with riding dirt bikes and racing and all that kind of stuff. I was really wild on my dirt bikes and stuff. But once I had kids, I was just kind of like, everything seems a little bit different. Maybe I don't want to do that anymore, you know?
Right,
So,
right.
all right, we
Good
got a
point.
zone we're busting in right here.
Are you looking at the 1030 one?
Yeah, it's 1030 zones there. It's being triggered right now. I just got to figure if I want to trade out of it or not. To the short side. I'm going to hold off on it. I'm going to draw it, but it's
Yeah.
a lot of sell orders there, so technically
Okay.
it's tempting. But
Yeah. I got a little trade there.
you do have a trade there going on?
Sitting right there at 2.5.
Okay, right at 2.5, yeah. All right, that's a good spot, actually. That's actually a good spot if you're going to trade it.
So I think if it goes short.
All right.
I gotta post the. I'm gonna weigh up to this and then post the point I made here in a minute. Let's see if I get it picked up. This trade.
Yeah, a lot of buyers. Right there at 301 and a quarter, 301. A lot of buyers.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna remove my trade. Quarter. Any good sellers at 2.5?
At 2.5, no. There's some buyers there, but there are sellers at at a quarter. They're sellers. At 3/4, they're sellers. At 4, at 3, they're sellers. I mean, so you got sellers up there, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just, but you got a lot of buyers down here in this candle as well. So I don't know who's going to win this battle, but so I've got the zone drawn for you, but I'm not trading out of it. But, so no big yet, nothing yet. Big buyers. Just buyers pushing into that buy zone right there. But should have bumped you. Did it put you in?
No, not yet.
Yeah. So.
I'm rejecting out of this. All right, I'm in trade now.
You are? You're in the trade now?
I'm
Okay.
in trade.
Come on, Cyrus. Come on, Cyrus.
Now we gotta start here. It is. There we go. It's about happened.
You just had to get in it, didn't you? Just had to get in it.
Gotta get in.
All right, come on, man. There's big buyers coming in. But there are some sellers here. Might be alright right here. I might get some rejection here.
It's just not rejecting enough.
Yeah, it's not rejecting strong. Yeah, buyers are winning this battle right here, bud.
Mm-hmm. May have to manage this here.
Yeah.
Alright, it's not turning right. That's what happens here. It goes down now. It's going to be right here.
Order
I'm gonna put
pending.
this order to go short at 304.5, but just in case it gets up there. But
Yeah.
there it goes. Yeah.
Alright.
He's eight.
May be done. Let me see here. How we doing? I'll do one more trade if I need to. Then I might be done after that.
Yeah. I got an order to go short at 304.5. Looking at the bounce off of the zone here, another this old demand zone. So we'll see if it wants to give it to me. So I got a lot of sellers at 75.75. So we'll see. Volume's low. Everything's lining up here. So we'll see if they can give me a good tick bounce and then down.
Alright. I got into I'm in a trade on the micro.
Oh, are you on the micro? Where are you at on the micro?
I was at a 4 flat.
4 flat on the micro. Was that the beginning of the zone on the micro?
It was the top of the zone, yeah.
Top of the zone, okay. Yeah.
Let's see if we get enough rejection. It's rejecting a little, not enough though. Let's see if we get here. It's a little for me. I'm still kind of beginner. It's kind of challenging to monitor two
two charts. Yeah.
two charts. Yeah. I may have to not do that. But it's rejecting.
It's bouncing off my order here, so it hadn't put me in. So if it's
I'm sitting there with you. I'm at 4.5 also.
4.5. Okay. So it's bounced off of it. So we'll see. If it keeps rejecting off of it, I'm going to remove it.
Yeah. Okay, this is looking good. All right, on the micro, I'm at it's bouncing between a quarter and 0.5 profit. So that's good. Let's see if I get the full point. On the micro, I do not do the celebration.
You don't do the celebration on the micro, man.
No celebration on the micro.
Why is that?
I don't know. You just don't. You just gotta pretend you've been there before.
Oh, okay.
Under the big boys, that's where I lose it, bro. I go wild.
Go wild, baby. Go wild.
Almost got a point here, 0.75 here on the micro. So looking good.
Awesome.
Let's see if it goes my way.
A lot of big buyers at 3.5. Yeah, a lot of big buyers at 3.5.
Really? Okay. Did you remove your trade yet?
No, I'm at 4.5 still. I mean, I'm gonna wait till this candle closes. If it closes with a big rejection wick, I'll have to move up higher if I want to do a trade. But if it can close you know, 3/4 of this candle being full, then I'll leave my trade there. But if it closes with a good, really strong rejection wick, then I have to move it. For me, anyway.
Yeah.
I'd like to go a little bit higher.
So today's Thursday, just so you know.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Very important today.
It is. Is it important today? What's important today?
Just know I've been off all week, man. I've been thinking Sunday. I'm getting ready for church.
All right. All right. I'll leave my order where it's at this point.
Yep. I'm with you.
I don't like it just sitting there.
Yeah. Going to, let's see.
Okay.
Well, I may move it up a tick here, 4.75.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the ideal spot. I just think it's going to reject off of that. So I'm just trying to front run it just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Got a lot of sell orders though at 304, so I don't like it moving down.
All right, I'm about to get my point here.
You already in? Oh,
No.
Micro.
On the micro, yeah.
I was like, what are you doing, man?
About to get my point here. No, the micro, sorry. I may have to manage this. I may have to get out early. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of buy orders right here in this zone that could be flipped. You know, that's to the top side. A lot of buy orders at 303 even and 275. So it could be, might be something where I ain't even look to go long here. Man, flip long here.
Yeah, I'm going to close my position here.
Okay.
Order canceled.
I'm actually going to put a buy order at 303 even.
Order pending.
This price is kind of coming down this way first. Before, hopefully to catch a rejection to the upside here. I got an order at 303 to go long out of this zone. A lot of buyers there. So we'll see if they can come back down and kind of kiss that zone before it goes higher.
Where at?
303. Even 3003.
Yeah. All right.
Volume's low, you know, and price action, we like price action to go higher before it goes lower, or if we're going to look to go short here, but it's coming lower first, so there's a lot of buyers at 3,003 and as well as 3,275, so that's a zone for us, so might look to go long for a quick point to the upside if I can get it priced down there to get me in, but it might not do that. So volume's still low, so everything's lining up. Volume's low. Looking for a bounce off of a zone at 303. A lot of buyers there at 303 and 0275. A lot of buyers. Bounce off 303 right here. It might not put me in, and that's okay, but good bounce right there, and just continue to go higher. It bounced off of 303 or 3003 so far. That's our entry. It bounced. So it might take off without us, and that's okay. Let's see. I'd really rather it did, to be honest with you. So go on up. What you gonna do here, buddy? Got about 10 minutes left into the stream here, so so just keep aware of that. Alright, I'm gonna remove my trade to the long here. I'm gonna
Order canceled.
bounced off of us and didn't put me in, so I'm okay with that. Now I gotta look from my original position back to the short side, which is around 4.5 to 475. I think is a good short area. It's a strong short area. Even all the way up to, like I said, 575 to 6 is a strong short area as well. 5 1/4 strong. There's a lot of areas that are strong right through here, but catching that bounce to the downside. Where do I put that order in? I think I'm gonna go a little bit higher. So I'm gonna go to 305 even to the short side. I'm gonna go
Order
305
pending.
even to the short side there. If I can get it.
Okay. All right. I closed my trade with just to take a profit on the micro.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to be safe here.
Yeah.
All right, and I am now in this trade here to go long.
Oh, you didn't remove that?
I did, and then I got back in. I like the time. I like what's going on here, so
that's good. All right.
I put it back in.
Did you put it at 303 even? 3003 even?
3 flat, yeah.
Yeah, 3 flat. There you go. So, all right. Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
A lot of orders coming through on both sides, so it's definitely an area of battle.
Yeah.
So just gonna have to watch it out here, watch it play. Just play itself out.
Late night last night?
No, not really, man.
This guy goes to bed at 7 o'clock in the afternoon.
I wish.
I know you were at practice late. I was like, see, that's why I didn't play baseball, man. You have to commit to 100, 300 days a year.
Yeah, well, we're moving into basketball now, so we're in basketball practice.
Oh, you're in basketball. Wow, okay.
He plays travel basketball.
Yeah.
And Robbie starts basketball practice next week after football practice.
Sweet, yeah. What, is he center?
Robbie?
Yeah.
No, he's a guard, man.
Oh, guard, okay. I'm sorry, man.
I mean, centers are usually big boys, man.
Tall he's boys. A big guy.
Robbie? No, he's not. Robbie's he's Robbie's about 5'11" right now, and he's only 5'11". I mean, and he's about 140 pounds.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely that. He's in 9th grade. He's 14, so
yeah.
He's not tall yet. I don't think he's gonna get too much taller. He might get to be 6'1", maybe.
Yeah, with guys, you really kind of have to wait until about 18 because sometimes they hit a late little spur around 17. So
you in right here?
I'm still in the trade.
You're in now, to the long side, right?
Yeah, I've been on, and they picked me up.
Okay, I didn't realize it had already picked you up until now.
Yeah,
no. Come on, there's a little bounce right here now. Come on. Hopefully you can catch a good bounce here.
Yep. It only went up to, I think, 5 right there. I don't think it's gone higher than that to this point.
Okay. I didn't realize you were in until just now. I knew you had
the beginning. Yeah. So that's why I liked it, because at the very beginning it kind of went down first, picked me up. But, see if we get the rejection here. It's not been a great day for me. It's been very slow.
Yeah, been slow and sloppy kind of, hasn't it?
Yeah. I don't like that.
We had a good big move to the downside. It's just we couldn't find places to get in to go with
Yeah,
the trend. We were trying to go against it,
we were.
which we got a point got a
Yeah,
point out of it against it a couple times. But I like to go with the trends. It's just I didn't have an opportunity to get in it based on our method. You know.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm with you.
yeah,
I thought we were gonna get a good projection here, and
yeah.
um, yeah, I'm with you. Today was not a good day. What what we typically want to do. So yeah, it's not good.
I think it'll bounce from here. Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah, yeah. I think we'll get some bounce. I just don't know if it'll be enough. Um, they might go a little deeper here. I bet they'll probably go to about 2.25. Then go long here.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
they're
we'll put a
bouncing.
seller's candle in there.
Now this one, based on that move, I bet if this goes long here, I think we might have a strong push out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to create a big bullish candle possibly.
Yeah, it just took me out.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done for the day.
You're done for the day.
Done for the day. Oh, got in the trade. Just kidding.
That wouldn't surprise me, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. We're looking here.
There's a lot of buyers really at 301.25, so I could definitely push through right here and come down to that area. We got that other zone, down there. That's
Right.
we can push into that. There's a lot of buyers right there.
I mean,
Pretty good strong sellers right here too. So
yeah. Are you going to take a trade?
I don't know. I'm kind of watching. Volume's low. That's what I got to watch. If volume stays low and price wants to stretch down to that, there's three big buyers in a row right there, starting at 3,125 to one all the way up to 75 there. There's three big buyers in a row right there, so I'm kind of watching it. If volume wants to stay low and price wants to stretch down there with no big sellers, then I'll probably buy it. I'll probably jump in a long trade, but as of this point right here, I'm not yet. But if I don't get any big sellers coming down into that area, I will take this. Because we do have another zone drawn. I mean, we do have another zone right here at 1020. We just don't have it drawn, So I'll watch that because that's right at the close of that zone. So you're done for the day?
I mean, I don't know yet. Now.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
If you jump in, might as well, right?
Yeah, it's only money.
Oh,
Who cares about that? It's only money, right? Jeez.
that's funny.
Yeah, Mitchell would be going crazy right now if you were going to trade. He'd be so upset at you.
This is so funny. Yeah. He's like, I hate you.
Yeah, it's like it might respect that zone. The bottom of that zone might be strong, maybe. I'm probably going to kill my trade up there.
Order canceled.
Okay.
Pushing at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
I would look to trade one trade to the long side if it were to give it to me. I think it's gone off though. So yeah, I'm just going to be done here. I'll just take a 3-tick loss for the day, and I'll be okay with that.
That's not bad. Better than me.
I can always handle that. No worries.
Yeah.
So, 2 minutes left of the stream, so I'm just going to kind of be patient. I'm just not going to probably take any other trades, even though it might. I think it's going to come up somewhere up there and reject in our area pretty strong. It's just I don't know that I want to wait for that.
Sure.
It's one of those things you just kind of know when to fold them.
Got it. That's right.
As the old boy says, know when to hold
That
them,
is-
know when to fold them. said you've already sent me that picture of your first trade?
Oh, no, let me send that.
Okay, shoot that to me.
I thought I did, but okay. I put it on the Discord. Okay. See. And it was a loss, by the way, first trade. Unfortunately, today, I had more losses than wins today.
That's good.
Wait, no, that's not good.
Hey, I'll be right back. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Alright, this guy. This is good. Let's see. 1024.
Alright, sorry about that.
Huh?
Did you get into this trade?
No.
Alright.
Send you the email.
Did you send me the email? Okay, cool.
Yep. You there?
Let me find it. Yeah. I should reject them pretty good out of our area up there.
Yep.
We would have taken a trade, but just didn't do it. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right. Alright, I think everybody should be able to see that now. Let me leave that up there for a second. Alright, so here's Soto's first trade of the day, which is a loss, which is this one right here in the middle. Looks like he took a loss, a 4-tick stop there. So that was the first trade out of the day. Well, that was 1 tick actually. That's his 1 tick profit winner right there. But his 4-tick stop is right here over to the side.
Yeah.
And you can see that right here, the big red candle there. He took a 4-tick stop. Was that to the long side or the short side there?
So the first one there, we're not going to count that one because I exited to take profit.
Won't count that.
Yeah, the other one there is where I went long, but I lost and it took me out. I was trading at the bottom zone. And you can see it took me out just to the tick.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it was 1 tick off.
Yeah, same way. I was in the same trade actually, and it was a good trade. It just blew right through the zone here and went to this bottom zone, but took us out. So we that's okay. We took a 4-point stop there for the team. So That's his 1 point. So let me update the spreadsheet here and bring it in for you guys so you can see us update this live, so we can show we're not making things up here. So 10, 24, 19, 1 contract, 0 wins, 1 loss. All right. So there it is, guys. So we lost $55.20 because it includes the commission. So our new net total is down from $19.81 from yesterday down to $1,926.40. We're just working to get to this $2,000 so we can go to 2 contracts, and we'll get there. We're just going to be patient, make the right trades, and we'll get there pretty quickly. So that's it. So that's the update for the 1 point a day challenge. It's a loss for the day, but that's just how it goes, right? So no worries about that. No worries at all. You can see we've done it very, very well, up $926 in 44 days. So 1 point at a time. That's pretty darn good. So nice job, Soto. All right. All right. So that's it for the day, guys. Guys, I sure appreciate y'all being here. From everybody from Alan to Paul to Thomas to LJ. Appreciate everybody being here for the day. We'll kind of call it for the day, and we'll do it again tomorrow. So hope everybody has a great, safe day, and we'll meet back in here in the morning and have some more fun. All right, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You've been listening and watching the Titan Futures 1 point a day challenge. Live stream. Remember, we're live daily, 9 to 11, and BK, Soto, and Mitchell are here to help. The Titan Futures 1 point a day challenge, where anyone can learn how to day trade the futures market. Till next time.